At the opening of the film, we are introduced to a young girl named Kayla, who lives happily with her mother and father. Life for this small family seems joyful and complete. Kayla often goes on adventures with her parents, laughing, playing, and creating wonderful memories together. Everything in their world appears picture-perfect. But as is often the case, happiness is fleeting, and their bliss does not last forever. The story then shifts forward 15 years. Kayla has now grown into a young woman, and the once happy household is on the verge of breaking apart. Her parents' relationship has deteriorated, and they are preparing to divorce. The warmth that once filled their home is gone. One day, Kayla's mother drops off her friend at the airport. That friend is heading abroad for work, and Kayla is with her during this time. Kayla is supposed to attend her school's dance camp, but she has no interest in going. Her expression makes it clear. She dislikes dance and considers such activities meaningless. After leaving the airport, Kayla's mother takes her to her father. Kayla's dad, along with some of his friends, greets her warmly and welcomes her in. Soon after, she gets into his car, as he is tasked with taking her to the dance camp. On the way, they stop at a bus station where they notice Kayla's friend Brittany, who is also headed to the camp and waiting for the bus. Kayla convinces Brittany to ride with them instead, and Brittany joins them in the car. As the ride continues, Kayla notices a bruise on Brittany's face. Concerned, she asks about it. Brittany brushes it off, saying, "Oh honey, it's nothing serious, just a small thing." A little later, Brittany asks Kayla's father to stop the car because she needs to use the restroom. Since there are no houses nearby, Brittany and Kayla walk into the forest while Kayla's father waits by the car. Time passes, and when the girls don't return, Kayla's father grows anxious and heads into the woods to look for them. Suddenly, he hears Kayla screaming. Following the sound, he rushes forward and finds Kayla sitting terrified on a bridge. She appears shaken and panicked. From her behavior, it looks like something terrible has happened. Brittany has fallen from the bridge. Kayla explains between sobs that she and Brittany were joking around when Brittany slipped and fell into the river. Alarmed, her father dives into the water, frantically searching for Brittany, but there is no trace of her. What he does find is Brittany's purse containing her broken phone. Rushing back to the car, he grabs Kayla's phone to call the police. But Kayla stops him. She admits through tears that she lied. Brittany didn't fall accidentally. She confesses that she pushed Brittany because she disliked her, calling her a rude and arrogant girl. At that very moment, a truck passes by, and fearing exposure, Kayla's father hides with his daughter behind the car until it drives away. His mind races. He must protect his child no matter the cost. Deciding against going to the dance camp, he drives them back toward the city. He goes straight to Kayla's mother's office, intending to tell her everything, but he cannot bring himself to explain the full truth. Still, his trembling voice and fragmented words are enough for his wife to realize something awful has happened. Furious, she scolds him for being irresponsible, accusing him of failing to take Kayla to the dance camp. Later, when they meet Kayla, she suddenly vomits and struggles to breathe. She suffers from asthma and begs for her inhaler. After she recovers, her parents take her home. While Kayla is bathing, her mother notices that her shirt is torn. Suspicious, she questions Kayla, who finally confesses everything. She pushed Brittany. Shaken, Kayla's mother storms out and argues bitterly with her husband. She insists they should search near the river. Perhaps Brittany is still alive. But her husband refuses. He explains that Brittany is likely already dead. Her bones might have broken from the fall. She could have drowned or suffocated. He insists that they must not act recklessly, but instead focus on protecting their daughter. Slowly, his words convince Kayla's mother, and reluctantly she agrees. Together, they burn Kayla's torn shirt, erasing evidence of her involvement. That night, Kayla's mother dreams of Brittany's lifeless body. She wakes in terror, deeply disturbed and unable to shake the horror from her mind. Her behavior grows increasingly strange. She confides her fears to her husband, questioning whether their daughter could truly commit such a terrible act. Perhaps it was all just a tragic accident. Unbeknownst to them, Kayla overhears their conversation. Enraged, she runs to the window, attempting to escape. Her father grabs her and brings her back inside, but Kayla screams at him in fury, insisting that she was telling the truth. She pushed Brittany intentionally. Crushed, her father leaves, unable to bear the weight of the situation. That evening, Brittany's father arrives at their home. He explains that Brittany never made it to dance camp and admits he had argued with her the day before, angrily refusing to drive her and telling her to take the bus instead. Regret fills his voice as he worries for her safety. Kayla's mother, however, lies, claiming Kayla was unwell and didn't attend camp either. When he asks to see Kayla, she refuses, saying Kayla is at the doctor. Suspicious, Brittany's father calls Kayla repeatedly, but she is too afraid to answer. The next day, Kayla's parents decide to hide out in a hotel for a while. They plan to carefully coach Kayla on what to say if questioned, to avoid raising suspicions. As they are loading luggage into the car, Brittany's father shows up again. He presses to see Kayla, pointing out that she has ignored all his calls. Once again, her mother lies, claiming Kayla is still at the doctor. But then Kayla herself appears, exposing their deception. Realizing something is wrong, Brittany's father demands answers. Tensions rise, and in the struggle, he shoves Kayla's father, causing his nose to bleed. Before the situation escalates further, Brittany's father storms off, vowing to go to the police. Later, while Kayla's mother tends to her husband's injury, their affection rekindles, and Kayla is pleased to see them close again. Her father then suggests shifting suspicion toward Brittany's dad by highlighting the bruise on Brittany's face. Kayla's mother agrees, and together they concoct a plan. She meets with her detective friend at the police station, spinning a false story, claiming Brittany has been missing for over a day and her father has been harassing them, behaving aggressively. She even implies that the bruises on Brittany's face were signs of abuse. Meanwhile, Kayla is spiraling. She cuts her hand and isolates herself until her father consoles her, urging her to stop harming herself. Kayla, still bitter, confesses her jealousy of Brittany, revealing her deep resentment. That night, the detective visits their home to question Kayla. Repeating her parents' lies, Kayla claims Brittany often complained about her father mistreating her and confirms she saw bruises on Brittany's face. The detective listens carefully, then departs, though she makes it clear she intends to interrogate Brittany's father next. Police question him, but he insists he never hurt Brittany and had already reported her missing, though no one took him seriously because she had run away before. Despite his denials, suspicion mounts. Soon after, the detective discovers Brittany's phone was last active near the town where Kayla's father lives, further raising doubts. Later, Brittany's father confronts Kayla directly, demanding to know where Brittany is. Nervous and guilt-ridden, Kayla blurts out that she didn't mean to hurt her. Horrified, Brittany's father grows more certain of Kayla's guilt. Kayla flees in terror, locking herself inside her house as he pounds on the doors. Her asthma flares up, forcing her to reach for her inhaler. Meanwhile, her parents argue again when Kayla's mother realizes Brittany's phone has been traced. Her father dismisses her panic, insisting that others live in the area too, so it doesn't necessarily point to them. But the detectives are closing in. They uncover text messages between Kayla and Brittany where Kayla threatened to kill her over a boy. They also find Kayla's inhaler at the bridge, solidifying their suspicions. Terrified, Kayla's parents hatch one final plan to protect her. Late at night, they sneak to Brittany's father's house to plant Brittany's phone there, hoping to frame him. But when Brittany's father unexpectedly appears, a violent confrontation ensues. Kayla's dad attacks him, but his wife intervenes, fearing murder. Brittany's father accuses them directly. "I know your daughter did this. You can't escape." Panicked, they flee. Moments later, their car strikes Brittany's father on the road. Gravely injured, he lies bleeding. Kayla's mother wants to call for help, but her husband refuses. They stand by and watch as he dies. The next day, they try to act normal, having dinner with Kayla. She is delighted to see her parents united again, unaware of the terrible crime they committed the night before. Suddenly, the door opens, and Brittany walks in, alive and unharmed. Shock ripples through the family. Brittany reveals that her disappearance was just an act, a game she staged with Kayla to spend time together away from her strict father's rules. Horrified, Kayla's parents realize the devastating truth. They killed an innocent man because of a childish prank. Broken and disillusioned, they confront Kayla. She admits she knew the truth earlier but stayed silent, because she saw how her parents were growing close again through the shared secret. She begs for forgiveness, tearfully asking them to stay together as a family. As the three embrace in tears, police sirens approach in the background. Their crimes have caught up to them, and they know justice is inevitable. The film closes with a haunting message. Even lies told in jest can spiral out of control. A single falsehood can destroy lives, and in the end, it is always the innocent who suffer the most. Thus, one should avoid lies at all costs. If you enjoyed this movie explanation, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss our next breakdown of thrilling movies like this one.